Former Alabama football player and head coach of Squad Inc. Darwin Salam joins us now to talk more about the issue. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Glad to be on again, Naja.
There are now just 3 Power 5 conferences set to play football this fall. As a former Alabama football player, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think if I was still a student athlete, I would be following Coach Saban's lead. That's what I kind of had to do to tap in to see what the opinions were of the college athletes and as well as the coaches. I'm so busy here at the compound, just focusing on what we have to do here. But my thoughts are that I think that it's important that student athletes control what they can control, and the coaches send a positive message to their players to let them know that their best interests are in mind. But they're trying to figure this out just like everybody else is when it comes to playing the games or not playing the games.
That's a really good perspective, but how might this change or impact the trajectory of some of our local players who have big dreams?
Oh, wow. It's a huge ripple effect. With being involved with Sparkling, we have a very talented team this year, as do a lot of other teams in the state of Alabama. We want to compete for a state championship. Guys want to compete for a scholarship, whether it be to one of these Power 5 conferences or to an FCS school or to a Division II school. It's very important that these decision makers take into consideration the amount of impact not playing football, not playing fall sports will have on families, student athletes trying to get to the next level, whether it's going to a professional level or high school athletes going to the collegiate level to upgrade their family's trajectory. So it's a slippery slope. You want to keep people safe, but you don't want to diminish the opportunities that people have earned through the hard work and dedication.
We reported today that all players on the Athens High School football team are now quarantining, and this comes after a couple of them tested positive for coronavirus. Practice is now canceled through at least August 19th. As we start to see more of these cases, how should athletic departments reevaluate the situation?
Well, I think they should reevaluate the situations daily. I think it would be very difficult to make institution-wide changes as far as the SEC is concerned or the Madison County Board of Education. I think it needs to be on a school-to-school basis because how some schools are impacted by the coronavirus, other schools may not be. Other schools may have different protocols and procedures in order to where they can thwart the spread of this virus a little bit better than other places. So I think every athletic director, every principal, every administrator, every coach, every parent, especially every parent, should take the precautions that they can, but understand that a lot of this stuff is out of our control. And if you take the social distancing into your own responsibility, you'll be doing your best efforts. But it's really tough what to say for everybody because it's going to take different things to work in different situations.
What are you hearing from some of the players that you talk to or coach about these cancellations?
Everybody wants to play. There's not a single player that I've came across, whether it's a face-to-face interaction or just seeing how players talk on social media. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to show that they've been putting in hard work while the quarantine has kept a lot of working out kind of off of the agenda. A lot of players who are anxious to play have been working out the entire time. They found a way to continue to develop their skills. Coaches have found a way to continue to intrigue their players with playing. So everybody wants to play. People understand that there are risks involved with sports in general, and there are even more risks involved considering that we're dealing with the pandemic. But people want to play. People want to get their minds off the things that they can't control and start to focus on things that they can control.
What is your message to players who are really discouraged right now and believe that football is their key to a better life?
From personal experience, I wanted to play professional football very badly coming out of high school, coming out of college. I didn't get an outdoor professional football contract until 4 years after I quasi-retired. So from 2012 to 2016, I never thought I would play again. And in 2016, I got the opportunity to play in Sweden. I say that as a token of advice to someone who is in a position to think that, wow, my senior season is going to be cut short. I'm never going to get to play again. That's not true. If your future has sports in it, your future is going to have sports in it. What you have to do is be prepared to take advantage of the situation.
Former Alabama football player and head coach of Squad Inc., Darwin Salam, thank you so very much for your time tonight.
Thanks a lot. Roll Tide.